Strong's the California Sports Company. We're a consumer direct brand based right here in San Diego, California. We started 6 years ago, and we do every category. So we make our own footwear, we make our own apparel, we make our own equipment, including skateboards, bicycles. We do a number of different products. We do them all available in our stores in the military, and then also our flagship store down here in the headquarters at Seaport Village. I've been fortunate enough or blessed to be running sports brands for the last 35 years. I started when I got out of grad school, decided I didn't want to be a teacher coach. That's what I went to school for, and I really enjoyed the sports business, so I said, I can get in the business side of it. Started as an entry-level tech rep for New Balance athletic shoes, and was fortunate enough to be with really great brands like Nike, Oakley, Quicksilver. Used to be one of the owner partners of Converse Shoe Company, and we bought that out of bankruptcy, and I was one of the working partners, and we sold that to Nike in 2003 as merger and acquisition of the year. And so I've been around the sports business for a long time, and my partner and I became, went from entry level all the way up to CEO, and then we decided let's start our own brand and try to do something a little different than everything else that was in the market. Instead of this huge global brand, let's start something small, something organic, start something very positive, where you had great people involved, and we were fortunate enough to start it right here in San Diego 6 years ago. My partner, Jennifer, is in charge of design, but obviously I get involved with her. We make group decisions on everything involved with the company, but she focuses 100% on it. Like tonight, she's working with our designers and working on some new collabs with our athletes that we're working on right now. But what inspires us is we literally wanted to start a brand that started for something positive and something different, and we wanted to make it a California brand. What inspired our design was to make really great product across every category that our consumers we thought would embrace. And we started it with the California bear obviously is a symbol of California, so we have a lot of I call it California patriotism type product. I used to be the CEO of Bob Marley Footwear, and so we have a line of Rasta product, and that's really driven from that experience. That is another pillar of our company, if you will. And then we do a whole America series because we have stores in the military. So we love the America, standing for good things in America. We love the soldiers. So we developed a whole line around the America concept. Now we start doing some new things besides that. We're starting to work a lot with our athletes, or we call them ambassadors. We don't pay our professional athletes or celebrities, but we have a lot of them that are involved with our company that wear our products. We want to always stand for positive things, and we try to give back as much as we can to kids organizations. Most of our athletes are involved with kids charities, and so we work with those who work with good programs, like Andre Reed does Boys and Girls Club of America. He's one of their national spokespeople. Bill Walton worked with the Challenge Athletes of the world. That's his organization he works with here in San Diego. And we try to support those organizations, and then we'll design products around some of what they need, what they like. So we listen to the market, and we also try to listen to our celebrity ambassadors and see what type of products they could use. 32nd Street Dry Side at the San Diego Naval Base was our first store. And so we had an opportunity to plug in our own brand along with these other brands we were putting in there. And I thought, wow, what a great opportunity to launch our company, and we'll see if this idea works, to see if it resonates. And we built it around a number of different concepts, and we had the location, and there was people there. So we were like, okay, let's start with the military first. And we were blessed that it sold, and everything just kept going. And we launched the company with all our categories. We came in there with skateboards, we came in there with apparel, we came in there with footwear, and it resonated. And then they kept giving us more locations. So the military kind of chooses you. You don't choose the military. We have a great relationship with those folks where we don't pay rent, we don't have employees in there, we have space. And so it's a relationship where they're saying, hey, we have more space for you over here, all the way up to Oxnard, over in North Island, or NAB where the SEALs are at. And we said yes. I always tell them, I said, my answer is always going to be yes to you. And it's been a fantastic relationship. We were so thankful for the military soldiers, but also the personnel over there who's allowed us to grow. For an employee, to me, they have to like what we do. It's like, I don't want to hire an employee. I want to hire somebody who wants to be part of our family. We look at everybody that's involved with us as a family member. And because you're a small company, and you touch a lot of things in your company, and you want people who become spokespeople, not just employees. And I don't consider anybody really an employee. I consider them like family. So when they get involved with us, they stay with us. They got to be positive. They got to be happy. They got to be knowledgeable, obviously. But it's really all about being personable, because when people walk into our stores, they need to know that this is something a little different than the average store they're walking into. Sometimes people think we're a skate shop or a surf shop. We don't sell anybody else's brands, only our brand. When they come in, they're not sure what they're looking at. So we have to be able to explain that in a very tasteful way. We started doing our own retail stores, if you will. We would go out in the marketplace with our trucks, or we'd go to events. We'd go to skate events, surf events, basketball clubs, a number of different avenues where we would tell our story and we would reach our customers. We used to do the Del Mar Fair, the Orange County Fair every year, and those were wonderful events where we could go out and meet people. We call it hunter retail, where you go out to the people and tell your story, and hopefully they come back to your website and to your stores. Now we're down here at the headquarters, so we chose this because there's people from all over the world that come by this location. And again, locals can come here, but we have a lot of international people that come through here, and it gets massive exposure for our brand. And we just like the ambiance, being down by the water, and just everybody feels good. When you see people here, they're usually pretty happy. They're either here for business, they're here for fun. There's not a whole lot of ticked off people here. They're pretty happy walking through. They're eating dinner, they're having drinks, they're shopping around. And so this has been a phenomenal location for us, just from a positive vibe for our company. We're the first company in our industry, the sports industry, to launch everything consumer direct. Now there's a few others that are starting to do it, but we were the first company to come in and say we're bypassing retail. And I know every retailer in the country, because I used to run a lot of the biggest brands. To be quite honest with you, it's because of the internet and because of social media. And so now you can go straight to the consumer and bypass the retail side. Now the difficult thing is it takes longer to get your message out to more people. But the positive thing is you control your message 100%. So if I see a customer that wears Cali Strong, I guarantee they bought it at one of our stores or our website. There's a connection to them. It isn't they bought it at one of the retailers, Hilly's or somebody else. They bought it from our stores. And we're not saying we'll never do wholesale, but that's not our mission. Our mission really is more to take it straight to consumers, bring them a better product at a better price. And it allows us to do a lot of things, like give away a pair of socks with every single item, a pair of shoes with every one of our skateboards. Nobody's ever done anything like that in the industry. And when you're consumer direct, you have the margins, you can do that. And so to me, it's all about the consumer. For me, a typical day at Cali Strong is always busy. When you're an entrepreneur, you're doing everything. You wear a lot of hats. There's days when you're dealing with your investors or your board, and you're at the highest levels, and you're also the person that has to unload the trucks when they come in, to your warehouse. So you kind of wear a lot of hats when you're a small company. Today, I think we worked on design on one part. I was working on some marketing with TV and investors. And then I also did some things with our athletes, and now I'm back down here to the store. And so there's just a lot of different things that you do. Every day is about trying to embrace the consumer, and as long as we're not too far away from the consumer, we're listening to what they need, it's a good day. Plans for the future would be, we're rolling out. We've been fortunate enough to get 10 stores in the military, and then obviously a flagship store here at Seaport Village. And we could roll out more stores like this. That initially we talked about rolling out 3, 4, 5 stores right away. We're cutting that back now, and we're focusing more on our internet business. And we have a lot of opportunities with our celebrities to do collaborations, they call it. One of the best things we did was good friends of ours are the Ribeiro brothers, who are the world champion jiu-jitsu fighters here in San Diego. They wanted us to make them a skateboard with their own design. And it's one of our best-selling boards. It's a phenomenal product, and they have them for their people. We put them in our store. We sell them at a premium price. Been a huge success. We've done it with a couple other people as well. And now we've had a lot of our celebrity ambassadors, an NFL player we're talking with right now that we're 80% done with finalizing what we're going to do there, collaboration with him, collaboration with an NBA player and one of our Hollywood entertainers. And that's what we're going to focus on, is driving the company to the next level with some of these collaborations and doing it mostly online. The new products that we're most excited about, we do every category to really tell a different story. And we're the first company that did that. Most people just say, okay, I'm going to make only socks, or I'm going to only make shoes. I'm only going to make skateboards. We make everything. So we have a real broad approach, more of a shotgun approach, but there was a method to the madness, and it was really to tell a specific brand story, a California-centric brand story. There's technology and new products that they've never seen from any other brand. And so it helps tell that whole story. So what I'm most excited about is, like, our glow-in-the-dark series that turns bright blue is off the hook. Now, we just started it with an idea. One of our tech guys that does all of our web business, he's an MIT guy, he's a genius. And he said, hey, I have this idea on this glow-in-the-dark. Okay, let's try it out. And that's what you do. You try it out. Started out with two shirts. It sold like crazy, and I guarantee there's probably 60 items here now have the glow-in-the-dark ink. And it keeps selling. So obviously we're excited about that. The Velcro patch hats have been a huge hit, and that was inspired by our military guys. And so they're just simple, innovative ideas, but it sets our product apart from anybody else. We're starting to do more higher end product because we have a demand for it, especially now that we have stores like this, where we now can elevate the product line to the next level. So you're going to see a lot more stuff coming from us. We always are, I call it the relentless flow of product. You have to keep bringing cool new stuff where people are like, man, I've got 8 items already. I need to buy 6 more because I just see too many cool things. And we embrace that because we have customers that come back over and over and over again, and we are very fortunate that we have that.